Hello, welcome back to the James Rambling Reviews. Today I'm actually going to be covering Jurassic World Dominion, and I know it's been like 9 days since I dropped a review. Well, there's nothing I could really sort of review. So for context, I loved the first Jurassic Park movie. I didn't mind the first Jurassic World movie. Jurassic Park 2 and 3, I don't remember a lot about it, but I just heard those ones were not they didn't live up to the original Jurassic Park as much as World didn't really live up to it, and Fallen Kingdom didn't really live up to it. But that is not to say that I actually really enjoyed Jurassic World Dominion. And this movie kind of has had a bad sort of reputation recently, with how it's gotten 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying it's an absolute disaster, yada yada yada, all the rest. So if you didn't actually know, Jurassic World Dominion follows this story of this company called Biosyn, and they are these people that are basically trying to eradicate sort of the crops, the plants and stuff, and that sort of ties into the plot. And we're bringing back the old cast as well, so Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Dr. Wu, those kind of guys. Are obviously, we've also got Jeffrey Goldblum's character Ian Malcolm. We bring them back so they can do this they can get rid of these locusts, the flies that Biosyn are sending out, getting rid of the crops and stuff like that. And also throughout this movie, there's actually the black market for dinosaurs. So basically, they're going to be selling these dinosaurs to high bidders and people who want to get these dinosaurs, and they go through that. And then there's also this other girl, Maisie, and she's basically like this clone girl of this Lockwood, trying to remember her name, but she's this woman who basically had this genetic disease or whatever. And basically, she made her so that she made this pathogen that makes sure that Maisie doesn't get this when she's a young child, because she died after that and that kind of thing. And that is sort of the gist of the movie. And I must also say that the villain in this movie feels like a came-out edition of Jeffrey Bezos, Bill Gates, or Steve Jobs. This guy, I don't know what to say about him. He's just, you don't really know his name, and it's like, oh man. And this movie is 2.5 hours long, which is quite long. Okay, it puts a lot of cheesy moments in it. It is a bit of a nostalgia trip as well, because it refers back to the original movie, whatever. And I actually think that the old cast, well, this probably would not be like some sort of nostalgia that respects the past. It's sort of just like a callback, and like, hey, look, the older cast come back and they're going to team up with the new cast. It's nothing like Top Gun Maverick, where you have the respect for the past. I think they make the characters interesting, and I think there was some times in the movie I was like, no, it feels like they're gonna kill off the characters, but no, they didn't do that. They managed to stay towards the end, and that was good. And they had evidence to prove that the locusts are doing bad things, and it does that sort of thing. And people have said, oh, it's a bit messy that there's two plots running at once, but the thing is, it sort of connects it in the end, where both of the new cast and old cast come together, and there's a lot of dinosaur stuff. There's a lot of that sort of dinosaur jump scare moment. There was that one jump scare moment where Alan Grant is attacked by this dinosaur in this cave, but luckily, right, they don't kill him off, and I'm glad they didn't do that. That would have been really sad, because that would have just been a spit in the face. That would have been an absolute spit in the face, a Terminator 6, if you will, and stuff like that. I think overall, I think this movie, I have to say, not being as good as Top Gun Maverick or any movie that really nails it with nostalgia, I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. Seen like this one guy give it 4 out of 10, and one of my friends, they gave it 7 out of 10 but reduced it to 5 out of 10 now. I feel like just everybody said this movie was really bad. Kind of over exaggerated, right? I went into this movie and I I didn't really like. I didn't let these reviews get to me. I seen like some reviews and saying, "Oh, this movie is so average," and stuff like that. And I get the fact that they're kind of overusing these dinosaurs now, because you've got Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, and then you've got Jurassic World Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and you have a lot of things where it feels like they're overusing dinosaurs. But these movies, they're like the Jurassic Park original movie, I feel like nothing can really compare to that, and so I think this movie really doesn't compare to that, and that is just sort of my thoughts going into this. If you have any thoughts about this movie, please make sure to, like, if you want to comment, give us a like, something like that, just to see what you think of my personal review. This review is not, you shouldn't really, this is a sort of review where you don't really need to take it seriously, because this is just my opinion, it's not yours. But everyone has different opinions, we know that. So, really, you don't really be that crazy and say that I'm just like, oh man, this man should be getting rid of the internet, right? This guy should be eradicated, this guy, because he said, oh, Jurassic World Dominion isn't as bad as people say it is, and stuff like that. So, I hope you actually enjoyed this. We'll stick with the James Ramblin' Show reviews. The new James Ramblin' Show episode's out. Top Gun Maverick review and Lord of the Rings review, they did pretty well. I'm glad. Let's actually see how to do it. Life, just remember that life always, no matter what, finds a way. Life always finds a way. Welcome to James Ramblin' Show Park. Do do dee da da, do do dee da da, do do dee da da da, do 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 do. Bye!